Assalamualaikum everyone. Hope you are doing well. I'm Huda Mirza and in this video we'll discuss cataract. Firstly, I'm gonna give an overview of lens anatomy. Anatomy of lens. The lens is a transparent biconvex structure of crystalline appearance. The crystalline lens developed from surface ectoderm. The refractive index of lens at nucleus is 1.41 and at cortex is 1.386. The lens is located in a saucer-shaped depression called patellar fossa. Weight. At birth, the weight of the lens is 90 mg and in adults is about 225 mg. The dimensions of lens. As you can see, the interior of the lens is less convex than the posterior of the lens. The radius of curvature of anterior surface is about 10 mm, which is written here, and posterior is about 6 mm, which is also given here. The centers of each surface, anterior posterior, is known as anterior pole and posterior pole. The anterior posterior diameter is 3.5 mm. At birth, increases about at the rate of 0.02 mm each year throughout the life. You can see the equator of the lens, and the equatorial diameter is about 6.5 mm, which increases up to 9 mm in second decay and remains constant throughout the life. The structure of lens consists of capsule, lens epithelium, and the lens fiber. The capsule is a elastic basement membrane that covers the entire lens. So the capsule is thickest at the equator lesions and thinnest at the posterior pole. So here it is thinnest. Now we'll see the lens epithelium. The lens epithelium lies just beneath the capsule. As you can see, here is the epithelium and here is the capsule. The epithelium is made up of single layer of cuboidal cells. It lies just on the anterior surface, not on the posterior surface, because the cells are used in filling the central cavity of the lens before birth. You can see at the equator, the lens cells changes into columnar cells and elongates into lens fibers. This happens through active mitosis at the equator. As sutures are formed in the fetus, the anterior suture is erect Y and the posterior is inverted Y. The composition of lens. The lens is made up of water about 66% and protein about 34%. So the protein lens is named as crystalline, which is very important as it maintains high refractive index of the lens. So the lens protein are hidden from the immune system of the body during embryonic life because their exposure can cause autoimmune reactions. Next is metabolism. Aqueous humor not only provides nutrition to the lens but also acts as sink for waste product of lens. So the metabolic pathway that take place in the lens are anaerobic glycolytic pathway 80%, exhaust monophosphate shunt about 50% in the lens, and aerobic Krebs cycle about 5% in the lens. We'll head towards our main topic, which is cataract. So cataract is an opacification of crystalline lens in the eye. Next is classification of cataract. So the first classification is congenital or development cataract, which is the opacification of the crystalline lens present at birth or may occur in early childhood. So it occurs in about 1 in 1500 live births. Mostly it is bilateral. So now we'll see the etiology. So nucleus consists of embryonic, fetal, infertile and adult nucleus. The congenital cataract occur in embryonic and fetal nucleus, and development occur in infertile and adult nucleus. So this bluish part is cortex. Cortex consists of younger fibers and nucleus consists of older fibers. Next, it is 33% is idiopathic, means with unknown cause, hereditary chromosomal disorders like Down syndrome. Maternal causes, first is infection. The most common is congenital rubella, which is the most common cause of congenital cataract. Intrauterine hypoxia. Radiation, the maternal exposure to radiation such as X-ray, gamma or beta rays. Drugs, corticosteroids may cause congenital cataract. Fetal causes, birth trauma or metabolic disorders such as galactosemia, hyposemia, etc. Clinical types of cataract. Lamellar cataract. It consists of circular lamellar opacification, as you can see in the picture, with triangular spokes of wheel around it. It lies in fetal nucleus. It is transmitted in autosomal dominant mode, mostly bilateral. Cause of it is malnutrition or lack of vitamins. It causes vision impairment in children. Blue dot or punctate cataract, in which bluish multiple small opaque scattered stationary dots are seen, as you can see in the picture, but it does not affect vision. Posterior polar cataract, round opaque mass, as you can see in the picture. It is composed of malformed and distorted lens fibers. It is bilateral, about 60 to 85%. Coronary cataract. It lies in deep cortex and surrounds the nucleus like a crown. The further classification is acquired cataract. It is acquired opacification of the crystalline lens, which is further divided into senile cataract, which is most common and occur at the age of 50 or above. Morphologically, it is divided into two: cortical cataract, etiology, decreased protein, amino acid, potassium levels, increased sodium and hydration of the lens, which leads to denaturation of protein in the lens. Stages: lamellar suppression, in which the cortical fiber is separated by fluid. Second, incipient cataract, which is further divided into cuneiform, in which there is wedge-shaped opacity at the periphery and there is no vision loss. In cubiform, there is saucer-like opacity and there is early vision loss. In immature cataract, the lens becomes grayish and swells due to hydration of the lens. In mature cataract, the cortex becomes pearly white. In hypermature cataract, the cortex is disintegrated. Nuclear cataract etiology: dehydration of the lens, increase in water-insoluble protein, but total protein remains the same. Deposition of pigments like urochrome, melanine, which result in tinted lens. Maturation: due to dehydration, the lens become hard and inelastic, which result in clouding or tinting nucleus. Clinical symptoms: glare, uniocular polyopia, doubling or trembling or visions due to irregular refraction of the lens, color halos due to water droplets in lens, black spot, distortion of images, and loss of vision. So next is treatment, in which first there is non-surgical treatment, which helps to improve the vision in particular circumstances till surgery is performed, in which there is spectacles for the correction of refractive error if cataract has induced changes in refractive error. There is no medical treatment proven. Surgical treatment involves ECCE, extracapsular cataract extraction, phagoemulsification, femtosecond laser. After surgery, we implant intraocular lenses. Last but not the least is post-operative complications: cystoid macular edema, dysphotopsia, which is visual disturbance due to irregular refraction from the lens, corneal decomposition, which is corneal edema, ptosis, drooping of eyelid, malposition of lens, which is dislocation of the lens, and the last is retinal detachment.